Seow, my access number is 197529.
Hi, my name is Lee Li Xian. My access number is 198254.
Today we are going to share about the findings of the stages of first language acquisition in children. So, language acquisition is an unconscious process of learning a language. It does not presuppose any teaching, so no teaching materials or models are required. And first language is a language which a person learns from birth, since this childhood period or the critical period is supposed to be the best language that one's acquired to learn. And children used to learn language of their environment through their parents, so they don't require proper teaching. And most of the time they acquire the language through modeling social interaction, which does not require conscious learning and teaching program. And first language acquisition in children is predominantly separated into two stages, which is the primary stage and the secondary stage. So today Lee Li will elaborate more about the primary stages.
So first of all, the primary stage includes pre-language stage, one-word stage, and two-word stage. So for the pre-language stage is the first language stage of language acquisition and occurs between 6 months until 1 year old. In this stage, the children will happen with the vowel-like sounding responding to human sounds more definitely. So, the sounds children produce in this stage are universal. Children quickly learn which sound attract the attention of their parents and which sound are positively reinforced and encouraged, which supports the behaviorism approach towards language. So, as children, they will simply learning and imitating what their parents want them to learn and rewards them for this. So for the example is like or they were crying for if they're hungry. So in this stage, children lack all the features of language except for phonology, where they can form and recognize sounds or speech, but could not use any of this information to form a sentence or define a word. So for the next stage is one-word stage, and also called honophrastic stage, and which occurs between 1 until 1.5 months. When the child moves into this stage, they will start using a word with the most information to replace whole phrases or even sentence. So for example, they say milk, which means they want milk or they are hungry. For the next stage, which is two-word stage, after a few months of producing one words, the children will begin to use two words and continue to do so until they are around after 1.5 years to 2 years old. In this stage, they will say, for example, mama milk, so which means they want milk from mama. They ask their mother to give him milk. So this stage only contains content words, which means no function words. And then the children will begin to form actual two-word sentence
Yeah.
to showing the synthetic and semantic relationship and the intonation of the two words. So this is the 3 stage for primary stage. And now pass to the lesson for the second stage.
Yeah, and just now Lily just gave us a very quick overview about the pre-primary stage. And in contact with the primary stage, young children from 3 years old to 3 years old, they will start to speak language in a more coherent way, which becomes and recognize it as a telegraphic stage. Telegraphic stage as if the children will speak the language as if they are sending a telegram, like what an adult will do. The sentences are formed in a very simple way. Only a little grammatical order is used, but most of the sentences make sense. So this stage of the children of this stage, they will produce sentence like word with proper grammatical structure. So the morphological structure of the sentence is more recognized and more obvious in a sense. And simple preposition is used. More accurate pronunciation by the children is observed. So we can actually see the improvement from 2 words, 1 word, into a simple sentence created by a few vocabularies and words. When the children go out, or the child or the children, they grow up more, they will acquire a stage which we call adult sentence stage. Adult sentence stage is actually a whole process of refining and tuning their grammatical order or their language. Adult sentence stage normally begin around 3 years old to 5 years old, and even much more older than that. So in adult sentence stage, we can observe a drastic increase in vocabulary, which continue to build and add on each and every day. And while the children will speak to communicate with a more communicative intent. So they speak as if they want to communicate. So their sentences actually make logical sense. They are more grammatically and pronunciation-wise accurate, and in a way that they actually mimic or copy how adults speak. And they speak more adult. They are more adult-like, more sentence-like, more structure-like. So while a child reaches their age of 3 to 5 years old, they are actually matured in their language acquisition. So to sum up everything, we can observe a child pick up language through pre-languages, one-word languages, monotonous language. Then they start to introduce more vocabulary in their words. They become form sentences by 2 words, form a simple sentence for 3 or 4 words like a telegram. And later on, they will structure their sentence into a long sentence or an essay. So this is how children learn to acquire their language. We still, in some part of the world, scholars believe that children need instinct, need talent in them to learn to acquire language. But we are well informed that language acquisition actually starts from a very simple and basic stage. And they keep on building is a structured process until the end of the day, when they reach adulthood, they will form a structured sentence. So this is all from us today. I hope you guys enjoy listening and findings of this research. Thank you very much.